All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, family. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Media Hijack Podcast. This is episode 253. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts like this one, head over to the MediaHijack.com, grab you some official t-shirts. And also, if you guys want to catch the replay for this live Twitch video, you can catch it on YouTube the following day. And if you want to catch us live, we're here on Tuesday on twitch.tv/MediaHijack, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, give us that 5-star frog splash. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Before we get started, I want to talk about tears. You ever hear people talk about tears before?
Like tears, like from eyes?
I'm sad. Have you ever heard people say that tears are like medicine?
Nah, I've always heard and tasted my own tears that it's very salty.
Yeah, because you ever hear people saying oh, after I cried, I feel better after they let it all out.
Yeah, and I've seen stuff in video games where you summon a creature that can bring tears to their eyes and can heal people, healing tears. I've heard in different types of fantasy culture stuff, but yeah, crying is kind of therapeutic though.
Mm-hmm. They're saying your own tears, when you're crying, your tears produce a certain type of medication only tailored to you, to what you're going through. So when people are crying, right? If it goes in their mouth, it's basically medicine to heal them from what they're crying about. Whether it's depression or a sadness or something. It's some type of medicine that when you eat your own tears, it's a tailor-made medicine for you to get better.
Oh, so it's hey, I'm sad. The body makes something for you. Here's some medicine to, and then
it's go in your mouth and then you feel better.
Okay.
So it wouldn't that's why when the people they do the ugly cry, where their nose is running, boogers in their mouth, tears everywhere. When you see that happening, right, don't kiss them or nothing, because that medicine is not for you. That's their medicine.
Yeah, I don't want to taste nobody's snot.
So next time you see something happen like that, take your nails, right, scrape all that tears in their mouth.
I got you, cuz.
I'm doing this for you, big dog.
Lap it up.
We trying to heal you. You take your medicine. What are you talking about? Your tears are medicine.
Relax.
Drink up. Heal from it. Your body produces medicine, and it comes in the form of tears.
And then the friend will be like, you know what? Thanks, man. I was getting ready to jump in front of this damn bus, but you know what? These tears.
Yep. The tears created an opioid and shit. They created a muscle relaxer. It just depends on what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, if you're crying from
anxiety,
pain,
stress.
Yeah. It's oh yeah, my body's aching, stressed out. Tears all right, got it.
Drip, drip.
And then the people in the background, they make the tears, concoction, specific type of medication that you need. You see a doctor in the back,
It's I was like a factory of elves.
Yeah, or it could be never mind. Almost said something racist. But yep.
It's fucking cogs and shit spinning.
Making a concoction, medicine. So I was like, damn. So next time I cry, which might be a while, but next time I cry, I'm gonna drink all those tears up.
And collect them.
I'll drink their shit up too if I see you crying.
Collect them in bottles for next time. What if you just collect them in bottles and be like, you know what? Pop them in. Nice cold tears.
Yeah, any more of those opioid tears? Bob says must be another Epstein day with the shades.
Nah, not today, man. I just something I'm doing.
Maybe a smidge later if we get to it.
Oh, we got some. Okay.
That's just something I heard about Ghislaine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, that's just crazy.
If we got time.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
But tears, man.
Yeah, tears. All right. Tears. Main topic of the night. For the first topic, we're going to be talking about phobias of the past life. So some people believe that your phobia, and today, they believe that your phobia is what you died from in your past life. You ever heard stuff like this?
I feel like I have, but that's crazy, and it makes sense if it's
Yeah.
linked.
It's like you're scarred from your past life. Like it carried on in your reincarnation, if you believe in reincarnation.
Man, just like so, somebody throws a dildo at you, you be like, "Oh, I'm scared of dildos." Like,
Right. Because something happened with you and
I,
dildos.
I beat you to death with a dildo. No, life or something.
Ah, why are you scared of that, little Billy? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I don't know, but I know.
I know what I'm scared of. So, what if your deepest fears is not random, but a memory that your soul carried over? So, some believe phobias are echoes of how you died in a past life. Terrified of water? It's not because you're a bitch, right? It's because maybe you drowned in a past life. And
Titanic.
I started to think a little deeper about this, right? I was like, I know a lot of people afraid of water. So I started to
Man,
think, I was like, didn't, according to the Bible, right? Noah's great flood killed everybody in water.
man, the
So
whole
I was
planet.
like, that wouldn't make sense why a lot of people are afraid of the ocean because we got engulfed in that shit in the past.
I got wiped out.
Yep. I was like, hold on, Moses. Let me learn how to swim. He was like, too late. Too late, brother Harold. The storm
It's too
is
late.
coming today. I was like, God damn, nobody told me this shit. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Help!
I was going
Help me,
backwards. I was like, what? I'm going down?
help me, tears. I need some tears. Help me. Like, help me.
All I learned, yeah, I just learned about the tears, but it's not going to help me because I'm drowning.
Well, yeah.
Fear of heights. Do you have a fear of heights?
You know what? Here's my thing. I don't have a fear of heights per se. I have more of a fear of falling. I think if that makes sense. Like if I'm on a plane, I'm cool as long as as long as that shit doesn't like do a nosedive, or if I don't fall off a building. I have more. So it's weird. I can get up on high places, but man, I don't look down because that's when I'm like,
Right.
because I have more of a fear of the fall than I do of the height itself. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
weird. I
feel
don't
your
know.
stomach getting tight and shit.
Yeah,
I
or
think
my
that's
stomach
normal.
drop. I feel my stomach drop. I'm like, oof.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah.
even when I'm watching videos of people, they put the GoPro on their head and then they're fucking skydiving.
Oh my
I get that
god.
feeling in my stomach.
I feel it. Like I feel my stomach drop. Even when I play video games. If I'm playing video games and I jump off of like a building down to the street below or something, I feel my stomach drop with like what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
So
like ah. And then when you're dreaming and then you fall in your dream and then you just jerk real quick,
yeah.
kick the shit out
Happens to me a
whoever's in
lot.
the room, they getting kicked hard.
Man, yeah.
That
Hit somebody that's laying next to
yeah,
you,
they get
man.
that horse back leg. Huh. So this theory suggests trauma does not disappear; it reincarnates.
That's
Are
deep.
your fear instincts or unfinished stories from another lifetime? I don't think I got like a fear of heights, but if I do, I probably fell from heaven.
Because you're an angel.
And I got so mad, like, what I do, God? Like I was all sad and shit. Why I get kicked out?
Why me?
What I do? I'm just a baby.
Oh, yo,
I'm just a baby. Yeah, then I was watching I Origin, right? The movie where the girl she got decapitated by an elevator shaft, right? Because the elevator shaft got stuck, and then when she was climbing out, it came down in mid time when she was climbing out, and it chopped
Right.
her body in half, right?
Yeah.
So the dude that she got married to that same day, he was a scientist. He didn't believe in no spiritual stuff. He didn't believe in reincarnation, but she did, and he just like he never believed her. Like he just like pretend like he liked that stuff because she's
Yeah.
into it. People are like that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because he's a scientist, he needs real facts and shit, right? So then, like, she died, and then later, the scientist, he got married to another girl, and he had a kid, right? And then they put their kid through like some tests because they thought that his kid had autism, and they put his kid in front of a screen where they showed a whole bunch of pictures to see if the baby recognizes anything. And then when they showed like a picture of like his some black lady or some black dude, right? The baby reacted like the baby knew that person. So they went to the farm because they went to the farm to be like, hey, is there like any ties to you and this baby? But there's not, right? Because the whole movie is about your eyes, how your eyes are like a print, like only one person has the same print as your eyes.
Right.
But his baby, when they put his baby eyes in the system, it matched up with somebody eyes in India.
Oh, so it's a second setup. Like, okay.
Yeah, and it's like the most rarest looking eyes ever because the colors are all crazy. So like, it's like, what are the odds of somebody matching that same exact eyes as his ex-girlfriend?
Right.
So he tracked the eyes down to India, right? And then it was like a little girl. So in his head, it's like, all right, I got to rule this reincarnation thing out. You know, because he's a scientist. It's like reincarnation is not real. So so he found a little girl in India, and it almost looked like when he found the girl, he was taking her like Jeffrey Epstein style because he took her, right, and he took her to a hotel with him by himself. So he took the girl with the same eyes, same exact eyes, and then he did a whole bunch of tests on her. He started showing her pictures of like his ex, right, and all the stuff that his ex talks about. Yeah, to see if she would respond, you know, to the ex and all the stuff that she liked. And she failed the test completely. The little girl failed the test, and the little girl's like, I don't know what's going on, but you know, scientist is mad. He doesn't like that I'm giving him the wrong answers. So the scientist is like, it's like, no shit, like reincarnation doesn't exist. We did this test, and I proved that she has no connection like to his ex.
Right.
Until he took her back down to the elevator, right? Right when the elevator opened, she started fucking bawling, crying, grabbing onto the scientist. Because the elevator is what killed his ex.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
right.
Shit.
So the little girl grabbed onto him, like crying like crazy. And then that's when you see the scientist's face. He had like his fucking world just completely changed. And he was like, holy shit. And then goosebumps. I had goosebumps when I saw that scene. I was like, holy shit. So that scientist, he is connected to like the spirit world, or he's like, holy shit, the spirit world is real.
So that's so I guess the eye. So now that the eye thing, like that theory's kind of gone. So it's like, so did he like want to find like, hey, the link to show that someone's been reincarnated based off of how they passed away? Like it's like
it proved to him that a part of his ex was reincarnated into her, and that fear of elevators went to her. But her eyes are exactly the same as his ex. It's still the same exact eyes.
Oh, okay.
But that child, she doesn't know why she's afraid of elevators. But of course he knows because he was there when his ex died at the elevator.
Damn.
I was like, holy shit.
Wow. So my one of my sisters, when we were kids, she used to have a fear of walking over railroad tracks all the time.
She got hit by a train?
All the time. Like, and I was like, I was wondering, like, did you get like fucking ran over at some point? Like, and like, we don't know like why she has this fear of like, I don't care if it's like, I'm not even talking about like Amtrak. I'm just talking about like, kind of like railroad, just regular railroad tracks you see in a neighborhood somewhere. Like, she won't walk over, man. She would drive over them shits, but I don't know, because she's scared her foot, like her feet's gonna fall in between the like, especially like I don't, I'm not a train expert with the rails or whatever, but like some rails, like this, like train yards and areas.
Gap.
Yeah, that gap, like her foot's gonna fall in and get stuck or some shit, and then she'll get ran over or lose a leg. And
she
I was like,
got hit.
Sometimes like you might got smacked by a train, dude. And like,
Amtrak.
You're born. That's wild.
Yeah, that's like one thing. Like, you could be afraid of like stuff like that, silly stuff like that, which is not that silly. But like, people are scared of like escalators, like dogs. Well, that's normal.
Really? I've never. You know, I never thought about it. I've never thought about a dog going up an escalator before, ever. I've never seen a dog or even thought about a dog going. They're scared of it? I mean, it makes sense.
Well, I saw a video of a dog. He was one of those, the helper dogs. What do you call them?
Oh, the
medical dogs,
like emotional support dog or whatever.
Yeah. And he's supposed to help him go down the escalator, but the dog was scared. I was like, oh, they didn't do escalator training?
Oh wow, I've never even thought about a dog on an escalator, but it makes sense. I mean, I barely like it, and I'm a human.
Yeah, they teach them how to go on planes and everything, but they skip escalator class.
Right, gosh.
Like, hold on, like this is the only way down, big dog.
It's a lot of shit in the, especially in the airport. If you try to go to the airport, that's nothing but escalators.
Yeah, for real.
You're screwed.
All right, another one is like fear of fire. That's normal. I think anybody normal should be afraid of fire.
I think that by instinct, by like, I think humans were killed by fire like in early human days. Like so,
Especially
that's
Bob.
OG.
She was a witch.
Oh yeah, they got you, Bob. Yeah,
They got her house. They threw rocks at her first,
Damn.
and it didn't kill her. So they're like, die by flame, bitch. Damn.
And now here she is.
Now you hear all the scream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She said why she got to be a witch. Bob, you know you're a witch.
We all know.
We know.
It's been
So
proven.
there's some also have fear of weapons like swords, guns. Somebody got stabbed in the past. Somebody got
Guns are
shot.
very common. I know
Common,
people
right?
who've never. Sorry, I was about to say like I know people who've never even held a gun before and are like horrified of guns. I'm like, man, you must have got lit up before. You
Yeah,
must have got fucking
fucking
smoked in the
50
street.
Cent ass. Bob said Jeremy be calling me that all the time because I be predicting shit. Yeah,
Hey man,
Bobby Vanga. That's her nickname. Bobby Vanga. Urban fortune teller or whatever you call those guys. What do you call them? Mediums?
oh yeah, the mediums,
What do you call
yeah.
people that predict shit?
I like mediums, yeah, like
Oh,
mediums.
okay. Mediums, yeah.
And like Bobby Vanga, like it's just like the upgrade from
From
Bob
Baba
Vila.
Vanga. Yeah, she's the Cambodian version, which is like a little more dank, you know?
Yeah, right.
Got
Makes
some,
sense.
yeah, some stank on that shit.
It was some grit, like it's like, and grind it in your teeth.
Stank. All right, so recurring dreams. So vivid dreams of historical settings or dying a certain way. Some people have a lot of dreams of them like dying weird, or they have like a connection to like, something historical that happened. For example, like there was this kid, right? His parents, they took him to visit Titanic museum, and the kid, he started freaking out. He's like, holy shit, I've been here before. Like I was like right there on the Titanic, blah, blah, blah. He started giving all these little details about where he was at on the ship, and he started freaking out. His parents like, how do you know all this? I was there, Mom. You calling me a liar?
I was a part of that band that was playing when the ship was sinking. That was me
Yeah.
on the saxophone.
So it'd be stuff like that. Or stuff like ancient Egypt. People go to Egypt and they feel like a strong connection. And you don't know
Yeah.
if they're really feeling that because you go there, you don't feel nothing. Like, I don't feel nothing. Yeah, because you're not connected to it.
Nah, it's different.
Yeah.
That's old world.
You're from Uranus or whatever planet that shit from.
Egypt is before Christ. That's old man.
Jesus ain't here yet. He, he hasn't guided humanity yet. Because I think Jesus had to be born here because I think Earth was going through the trials they were going through it's too much. Jesus, and they're like, man, send Jesus down there. Like, they don't know what they're doing down there. They're
Break
like
the glass
mutilating
down.
each other like it's nothing.
You know, it's like a breaking clay, like break glass in case of emergencies. Like, hey, break the Jesus out. Like, you can just toss him down there.
They send Jesus down there and then they crucified him. Like, God is like, what the hell, man?
So Jesus comes down. He's like, my people, I care about our sick and our needy and our poor, and they just fucking murder him. Like, I was like, damn.
Hold on.
And everyone in heaven's like, oh my god, we sent our best down.
Yeah.
And they just, oh my god, they're stringing him up. Like, damn, see,
Yeah, dude.
these people are crazy.
Dude,
yes,
I
we
think
are.
the same thing can still happen today where somebody comes down, right? As somebody like divine, somebody sent from God, and nobody would believe a word he say.
He's
Still
probably
today, it
homeless.
could be. Still today, he would get crucified today if he came back again.
Yeah, and
And
nothing would change.
don't clip this part because it's too risky.
Nah, you're right, man. I believe you
But
100.
yeah,
percent
real shit. If he came again, they probably would do the same thing again. Matter of
Especially if you
fact,
have followers.
he probably wouldn't get crucified like that, but he would get canceled, like ridiculed. His name will be tarnished. He wouldn't even
History.
have a platform, basically.
It's like that was like Jesus. Oh man, they had to take care of him, man. There's like, yeah, you got too many MySpace followers, Jesus. You got to go, and
What's the catch?
you got too big.
And then this whole time, Jesus coming back was actually Kanye West.
Oh my god.
That whole time, we're like, what?
It was him the whole time.
He was trying to
It
make money like that. I was
He
like,
tested everybody.
it was confusing. I was like, we were just confused. Like, I don't. Everybody was
Oh,
confused.
I was about to ask a question too. Like, so what? Like, all right. So out of like back to with the topic, everything. So the question I was about to ask too was with phobias, right? So what? What is like your biggest phobia overall?
Damn.
Overall, like if there's a way you was gonna go out, what it would not like? What wouldn't
I
it
think
be?
drowning is my biggest fear one. Mm-hmm. Because that's like you're straight suffocating, no breathing.
Oh, that shit's a bad way to go. That is an awful way to go.
Yeah, not.
And it's not like the movies where you just kind of like floating and like you fucking kicking and like
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
like
breathe.
you could feel all the water going in your lungs, everything. You feel you're like dying in slow motion. Burning too. Burning is scary too.
Oh man, burning is awful.
But burning, like you kind of have like some type of control, kind of. Because if there was like anything around me where I could stab myself to end it like real quick, I will probably do that. Then feel all the burns. But number one for me would be like drowning.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there's like
Yeah.
a way you can go out, like which way would you want to go out?
Oh me, the whole planet blow up.
Oh.
Like, hey, everybody coming with me.
One time.
Let's go, guys. We all checking out. Like I would like. Oh,
I would like that too. Like blow it all up one time.
because I have a fear of missing out, and I ain't trying to miss out on nothing. And I'm not gonna miss out on anything if there's nothing.
Damn.
Like this whole.
If I can't experience it, nobody is. Oh, boom. Yeah.
No, I say my biggest fear for me though, and I'm not gonna try to get too deep with this. This is a fear of mine. I have a fear of being the last person left alive, and everybody I don't watch everybody pass, family, friends, everything. I'm like, oh my god, what? That's my fear, and I'm like, damn. I feel like I'm not saying I want this to be happen or happen or anything like that, but sometimes I feel like, damn, like why do I have like this fear of like I'm gonna be stuck here after everyone that I care about is gone? I'm still in this madhouse. What the fuck?
Well,
That's
you're
kinda like
the middle
mine.
child, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody lives their life like the way they're supposed to, you're not going to be the last one.
Yeah.
See, like me, since I'm like the youngest one, I am like the last one. So I'm like, I'm not going to be the last one. That's why I picked up bad habits, you know? Maybe die before
No,
everybody.
I'll be next to last.
It's like, let's pick up some habits. Let's, kick it up a notch.
Let's
I
take
like,
some
I
years
ain't going to
off.
bury you guys. You guys going to have to bury me. All four of you.
Yeah, man. Because I don't know. I don't know. That's yeah. Because me, I'm in the middle. I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, I could go either. I either outlive the siblings, or I might go. Or I might live longer. Like I'm in the middle, so it's like, damn.
I thought
It could
about
go
that
either
too.
way.
Yeah, imagine being like the last one alive in your family.
Man, yeah. It's gonna be somebody.
Yep.
It's gonna be somebody,
It's
man.
gonna be make the bets right now. But it
Right?
won't be fun because
Like
no
a
one's
race.
gonna like even though you won the bet, that's just
It's gonna suck, bro. Like, you
walk
said,
that
no.
lonely road where none of your family members are alive no more. Damn.
Like, man, I've been to everyone's funeral. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be the person that has to say that.
It's like I'm used to this. I know what to wear at a funeral.
So I know people. I can let me call this funeral home. They do good stuff. They work with my family.
It's like damn. Yeah. All right, so another one is birthmark or unusual marks. So some researchers claim that birthmarks match past life injuries. For
Yeah, that's
example,
OG.
like in the back of my head, right? There's like a red circle like that in the back of my head. And I always joke about it, but I was like, I think in a past life, I got shot in the back of the head, execution
Turned your,
style.
turned your back.
Yeah, well, my hands tied behind my back and my feet were tied, and then it shot me in the back of the head when I had a potato mask on.
Damn.
Potato bag, my bad.
That's like some fucking like genocide shit.
Yeah, so I think I was probably one of the Cambodians in the genocide that got murdered execution style because I was a famous musician, and they didn't want no music in the new Cambodia because they were trying to start Cambodia year zero, right? So they destroyed everything in Cambodia, from the doctors, musicians, celebrities, all that. Because, dude, back then
Basically, wipe out
Cambodia,
history.
yeah, they try to wipe the whole history out because back then
That's
Cambodia,
crazy.
they were on the rise with everything, like with psychedelic style music, rock music, everything. Like that shit, fucking cool as fuck. They destroyed all of it.
And this is when like your parents like
Yep.
came up. What
Yeah,
the
if you
fuck?
look up their history, I was like, holy shit, they're like in a psychedelic era, and then all that got destroyed because they voted the wrong person in the house, and he
Yeah.
murdered his whole people,
See, that's all it takes, man. All it
millions.
takes is one person to get up in that bitch and fuck
Yeah,
everybody get killed. Man, that is awful. I didn't know that was how it went
that
down
shit,
like that.
and
Like,
it
they was going after.
happened not that long ago in my parents' lifetime.
Yeah, yeah, man. With your parents' lifetime, man, it wasn't that long ago, man. Like it's like people think but that's basically that's what fascism is, though, man. They destroy the art, all the shit that you find beautiful in the world. The fascists hate, man, straight
Right,
up.
they destroyed all of it.
Fucking,
They destroyed the art,
like,
all of that.
you ever
And
seen this movie called V for Vendetta? Like that's like the most like I gotta say, I'm pretty sure there's way better like examples of movies out there, but V for Vendetta kind of shows out like a modern take of like when kind of like we're seeing right now around the world with governments and stuff about like kind of like late night comedy shows getting taken off air because a man in power does not like them, and they did something like that in V for Vendetta, but it was crazier where like he had like his secret police go over to this late night comedian's house and black bagged his ass, put a bag over his head and everything. Never, and
damn,
then after that, you never saw him again for the rest of the movie. You just assume that they took him to a camp and they killed him or something or whatever, but all because he's cracking jokes about like the prime minister of that country, and I was like, what the. This is like, and they started burning art. They was burning like photo, like because he had like a stash of like paintings in his back room, and the late night host was actually a gay guy, so they was destroying his books and everything. It was like, yo, we're gonna just wipe out everything that makes him unique. It was insane, man.
damn, yeah,
That shit be going down like that, man.
that should be going down like that. I think that's what happened like back then too, like in Egyptian times. You know how they were destroying all the structures, where they were breaking all the noses off the statues in Egypt, destroying like a whole civilization, like their whole image of what they were back then.
Yeah, that was Europeans. They fucking blew
Yeah,
that
they
shit off.
defaced all that shit. Like, what the hell? Why were they doing that?
You can't
Like,
be before us, like type of
yeah,
shit.
they
Like
erased the whole history, culture
that's
before that.
fascism, man. Fascism
That's
101.
scary. Like, because somebody could drop a bomb like right now, right, on all the major cities and then rewrite everything
All the history.
easily.
Yes. But
Because
100 years from
basically
now,
everything's made of like plastic and stuff. Like they could plastic, what, metal? Like, oh, you got that in a hard drive? Destroy a hard drive.
all right. That's
Weird.
why, like, for all this crazy things with stuff like AI, I'm glad like AI exists because you have people that's always constantly trying to change history to make it seem like, well, we were the first or whatever, and we're trying to wipe out all the arts and things that make people unique and love and all this other stuff because we just want to control everything. AI, in a lot of ways, is kind of like going to be like the record keeper, and that's something that no matter how hard they try, they can't really stop AI from pulling up truth out of anywhere. Like it's all over the internet. It's going to draw from the source because
Yeah.
and they can't stop it. So
It's all gonna come down
hopefully,
to like the hard storage. Like if they're able
yeah.
to store the like a hard drive somewhere where it can't be found or can't be touched, but it holds all the data of everything that happened like in the world. Because the world can get destroyed, but if you still got that one box, right, that has the knowledge of everything, like you
Yeah.
could basically like run the whole society up again. And I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's what happened. Like back then, maybe something did catastrophic happen where they destroyed everything, right? But there was like somebody had like a black box. Maybe this is like what they're calling. You remember that box they were saying that has like the secret to everything? What they call that?
Yeah.
Pandora's box.
Yes.
Yeah. So what if that was real, right? But that was like, let's say that was like a hard drive that contained all the past knowledge, everything that you can restart a whole society up again. And then they found that box and then they restarted. But the wrong people got a hold of that shit. And the wrong people started it all back up. Because if you think about it in our society today, right? We're just, what are we doing? We're just working, paying bills, and keeping the whole system alive.
That's all we doing,
But it's
man.
only like
Fucking
a small percent of people that's actually living like the lavish, free lifestyle where they're actually free.
yeah, free.
But then like over 90% is still stuck working, like, keeping their system working.
Just so they can keep living.
Right. Because they figured that
free.
shit out. They're like, okay, we got to build this up like from the ground up. Build the whole education system up. Because if you think about the whole education system, right, it hasn't really evolved like that. They're like, they're relearning all the same shit over and over again. New generation. The only thing different now is what they're seeing on the internet. That's why the new generation is not really learning old shit. That's why they don't know how to read clocks. That's why they don't care how many states in the United States, because that's a lot of the old shit and they're not learning it no more. To us, it look like they're dumb, but maybe they're onto something.
I saw her too.
I don't know.
When I saw a couple of videos before that I was talking about like some teachers complaining about like how students are like over reliant on technology like Google and especially like ChatGPT to where they're like kind of like teachers right now like within I think I was either early this year or like late last year, but some of these teachers were like saying like, hey, like we're seeing like a decline in children making, cognitive decisions. Like they like their decision making skills are at all time low and they're not reading and comprehending what they're reading. So it's like, well, what do you do with a society of kids that are always over reliant on like a Google or Chat GPT to read a book for them or do their book report or do all these other things? And because they're so unreliant on it, what's going to happen for us as a species? And some teachers saying like, in a not so distant future, humanity, at least as far as America's concerned, they're kind of scared. Like, hey, this country's going to stall the fuck out
Yeah.
because you're not going to have anybody thinking for themselves anymore, be engine like just creating new innovative stuff to push us forward. Just because lack of like maybe like in order to like want to push for like an imagination or anything like that, sometimes you need that. I mean, you kind of need that push or something that give you that spark to get you going. But if you don't have that spark because nothing's pushing you, then you just kind of like, oh, okay, well, we're just stalling out as a species now, and I don't know.
It could be happening sooner than later because I can see it happening, dude.
Man, I could see it too.
Yeah, it's like their drive for anything more. It seems like because they see everything on the internet, it's like they're almost like, why? Like, why would I want to work a hard job? When most of them, like, they see these streamers now, right? Where they're just going
That
down
changed the
and
game.
walking around just causing trouble, right? But they're living their best life. They're making like a lot of money, more money than anything in like the professional industry. Like, if you want to become a doctor, lawyer, they're making more money than all of them.
Oh, dude, they're making more money than like fucking celebrities now because I'm seeing like Drewski and everybody else getting all these damn commercial ads and stuff. And I'm like, wow, now we live in the era where that whole Hollywood movie star thing is over, man. It's like streaming, like and all that other stuff. And that's where it's at now. Because they snatch up all these jobs. They start to make their own movies now and stuff like that. And they're doing all this stuff, appearing in stuff, commercials, all this other stuff. And they're probably cheaper to get than a movie star. And it gives them more buzz. They can get more money. And I don't know. I see like the shift happening in the entertainment industry where like, hey, all these like the Twitch streamers and all these like internet personalities and stuff are like the new wave of like popularity now of who's famous or not. And guess what? The best thing about it is anybody can be these people. You ain't got to be no acting school. You ain't got to do shit. You just got to get a computer, a camera, and all it is now. You just created an entire new workforce where the next generation is like, I just got to get a computer, a camera, and everybody's going to take their shot at trying to get something that is achievable now. Because, man, ain't nobody going to money no damn acting school or get all these other skill sets. But putting a camera up at your house, doing stuff like, hell, even us doing this podcast, people are like impressed that we have a podcast. And our podcast is tiny work. But to like most people, it's like, oh, that's like the next step up of like, oh, you make some motions, you guys making moves. And I don't know, and it's perfectly achievable, but man, it's like a rat race now.
Right.
So that nobody wants to be an actor no more. Like
Yeah,
it's
who wants to be an
over.
actor when AI can be actors?
AI is about to do. Yeah, I would say AI is about to do all that.
Yeah.
Over. You're gonna do the script, the acting, the directing.
So let me finish this up. So, genetic memory theory can cause trauma that can be passed down biologically. You heard about this stuff, right? Like sometimes, like people, they're just built in with trauma. They don't even know where it came from, but there's just something
Yeah,
there because something would always happen. They get triggered, then boom,
explode.
crash out season. Like what the hell, you know? And
I
yeah, I
think
think
it's
some of it is like it's passed down like genetically, like they don't even know what happened. But in a past
yeah,
life, or even like with their parents, if their parents went through like some harsh shit, right? That shit they get passed down through a seed, and then their seed when they're born, like boom,
yeah,
guess what?
yeah,
They're built in with trauma
yeah.
that they don't
Generational
even know
trauma.
about.
That's what it's
Yep.
called. It's
They
called
don't even
generational trauma, man.
yeah, and they're wondering why they're like this. And then until later when they reach their teens and they found out about mushrooms and psychedelics, and then they take a psychedelic trip, and then boom, phew, they
And then
shoot
they
them
know,
back, and then they saw all the trauma that's from the past. They're like, holy shit, this is why I'm the way I am. Like, what the hell?
yeah, man. Hey,
And then
man,
you
that's what
cry,
happened.
right? You cry all those tears, which is basically medicine. You drink up all those tears, like yum 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 yum. Done. Psychedelic trip over. 500 years of therapy done. Brand new person.
And you got your medicine.
And you got your medicine. Boom, boom.
You're good to go, man. Call me in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And they're like, holy shit, psychedelic cured you. It's like, no, it didn't. It's like, I
I cured
cured
myself.
me.
I
That's
cured
basically
me.
what it is. Like, you learned, and
Yeah.
then you make the
Self
change.
heal.
Yep.
Self heal, man.
But yeah, that's all I got for that. Past life
Okay.
phobias might be a real thing, man. I think it's real.
I think it is, man. Also, I actually I kind of like believe in reincarnation anyway, so yeah, I'm behind on this.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll take a little break. We'll come back. We'll jump on the next topic. For the next topic of the night with Chris Unholy Jesus.
All right, folks. So today we're stepping inside something called the Bio Vault.
Whoa.
All right. So the Bio Vault is actually a genetic preservation project launched by Colossal Biosciences. The idea: build a cryogenic DNA library containing genetic material from 10,000 species before they go extinct.
Ooh. It's like fucking, it's like Noah's Ark, right?
Man,
Modern
fuck
day.
my dude. Yes, you own it. That's the first thing I thought of when I was reading this. I was like, this is like a new age Noah's Ark. This is
Yep.
it. They trying to save everybody. Yeah, so basically, like, think of this actually as like a biological backup drive for like planet Earth. So we're currently in what scientists call the sixth max extinction, which is actually a fact. And I heard about this a while ago that, so far on planet Earth we've had five mass extinctions.
Yep.
A lot of it's been from outer space, volcanic eruptions, and so we are going through the sixth mass extinction event right now,
Yeah,
and it's a
they say
slow
we're
burn.
overdue, right? We're overdue for an extinction.
Yeah, as they said, it's actually just starting because like when these extinction events happen, they take millions, if not like I'm gonna say billion, but like millions and millions of years to basically for an extinction to actually come to fruition. But it's always like, and this one like in particular is actually gonna be like a slow burn. Because they say like right now species on planet Earth are disappearing at rates hundreds of times faster than normal, and this goes including as humans because human populations are starting to shrink a little bit too because climate's getting crazier, food might be getting scarce in certain areas, it's getting expensive to have kids, like things like that's a lot of contributing factors that why populations are starting to decrease around the world or at certain areas rather, but it says, and instead of only trying to slow the bleeding, BioVault is asking a different question. What if we preserve the code of life itself? So basically, by storing DNA, tissue samples, and reproductive cells in ultra cold facilities, scientists hope that they can one day restore genetic diversity to struggling populations or possibly even revive species that vanished. And basically supporters of this project are basically like, this is basically like Earth's like insurance policy right here. Like this is going to keep us going, maintaining all the genetic codes and the DNA samples of almost everything on this earth as far as like life is concerned.
I heard about this, but what is the location where they're storing all these like bio stuff? All these.
The location itself, let me see, because the colossal biosciences is at let me see, put it up because I don't think I even have that location down
Pretty
here.
sure it's like it's in like a cave that's like blocked with like 7 layers of non-destructive door that's you could blow it up with
Like
10 atom bombs and it wouldn't even blow up.
like a biometrics scan to get in, and
Sponsored by
lab.
Facebook.
Yeah, because I don't think I've done. Let me see, colossal biosciences. Oh, they're in Dallas, Texas.
No way.
That's
Out of
dead
every
ass
location in the world.
fucking like, dude. That's like spitting distance for me.
I thought
That
it was
is
like
not
in a
fair.
cave somewhere that's like super like
I thought
super
bioscience.
off grid somewhere in another country where it's like a cave that's I don't know.
I would you. Now, I thought bioscience was going to be like how CERN is at, like almost like almost in the middle of nowhere type grassy green area, and like in some kind of like Norwegian country or something like that. Like just
Yeah.
far away,
Cause
like in the mountains somewhere.
I remember hearing like a story about this too, and they were storing like every single seed on the planet, like from every single tree. They got DNA from like every single species of animals, and they got it all freezed up and frozen. And from what I heard, they kept it in a cave that's like super secured,
I wonder if it's like another company then, because I mean I'm
along
pretty sure
with
there's
like
different companies.
along with everybody tweets that's being secured. You heard about that?
No.
I was like, damn. So they locking up everybody tweets too
Damn, we're gonna show the future how nasty we really were.
in the
Oh
mountains.
man,
Bob said in the mountains.
in the mountains. So Bob heard of it too.
Yeah, this shit's like super old. They've been trying to archive basically the whole earth for a long time now, just in
Man, like
case something hits
you
the
never know.
fan.
Man, you never know.
If
So
anything, like what would destroy everything, it would be us.
oh that well okay. So like actually to go back to that. So with the like I'll explain this a little bit more. So with this six mass extinction event, right? All of this is all human contribution, and believe it or not, there's people out there, politicians, and even regular folks out there who want to claim and scream at the top of their lungs all day that climate change right now is just a natural cause of Earth, which it is. But our existence on this Earth has like increased the speed of this shit happening. Like it's coming at us at a
Right.
faster rate than it would have if we just didn't have a lot of technology. And I think the reality is, as humans, we have to realize that when it comes to this sixth mass extinction event, a lot of it comes down to, hey, this is our first time as humans having technology, and we just misused it, and we fucked up our environment. And I don't think we realize as a species how badly we fucked up our environment. A case in point, when they first dropped the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they had no idea about radiation poisonous at all. They had no idea, and they was like, "Oh shit, we just fucked up the environment. We need to study this more,
Right.
so we can prevent like these bombs are a lot more dangerous than just blowing shit up. We're like destroying environments, disfiguring people, killing people with cancer. Just gets in the wind, the water. It just fucks up the whole area. But that's a flaw as humans that we had to learn, and that's why a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, humans haven't used nukes since, because that shit is massively devastating on a not just killing lives on a
Yeah.
global scale.
And
And something with like
you heard like all the shit like when countries were trying to launch nukes, like the word on the street is like when they tried to launch a nuke, it got like deactivated by like they said unknown sources deactivated like the nuke sites. You ever heard about that?
took all the bullets away.
Yeah,
I think
like
we
it's like
talked about
they
this or
stopped
something
that shit from
similar to it.
happening. And then remember a few years ago, Hawaii, right? They had like alert
The
system.
tsunami.
No, not the tsunami. It was like an alert system where they're saying, everybody take cover. We're under a nuclear
Oh
attack.
shit!
It was like maybe 5-6 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
And then everybody, there's like, this is
False
not a
alarm.
test. We are under a nuclear attack. And then everybody scrambled and shit. And then later they said it was a false alarm. I don't think it was a false alarm. I think that was
I don't
real.
think. Yeah, because I remember we did an episode about that. We talked about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that
I
was
think it was
crazy.
real, and then it got deactivated by like I don't know unknown forces, aka aliens. Like they
Took the
stopped
bullets
that
away
shit
from
from
the gun.
happening because for that warning to come, to come on the system, they have to go through like a whole bunch of confirmations. Like it's not like, oh, my finger slipped, oops, right? And then the whole warning goes out to the whole state. It's not that easy. It's like a whole you have to go through a whole bunch of confirmations, shit, like a whole bunch of fingerprints or whatever keys. Everybody had to have keys, and then you can
Yeah,
make that announcement. It's not a simple announcement.
for real.
So they went
It's a
through some real shit.
process.
Yeah, the process is like a whole lot more difficult for you to say like, oh, the country is like we're about to get hit by a nuke. It's not as easy as like clicking a mouse button. Like you gotta have keys, man.
It's a system,
Yeah.
man. But yeah. So back with this with the bio vault. Yeah. So says there's a so like some people are asking already asking like ethical questions, of course. Like who's gonna own the genetic material? Is it gonna be nations, corporations, or is it gonna be humanity? I think it definitely. If I was a betting man, I would say corporations, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, though, the project signals a major shift in how we think about extinctions, not as not as an irreversible but as something technology might eventually challenge. The real question is: are we preserving life, or are we praying for a future where we accepting losing it? Because that's basically what it's coming down to. Like, are we just shit? Like, we're basically just like an insurance policy on humanity. Like, hey, that like because right now, like they said, like and it's like could be like a big flashy way how species slowly come to a screeching halt. But it's gonna be the changing of the environment, and once the environment starts changing, migration is gonna happen. People are gonna move around. People are gonna have less kids, and eventually, and it's all because the environment's messed up. And it's not like gonna be like some kind of flashy thing, like a bomb going off or the Earth exploding from the core. It's just like a slow burnout. Just like of just like of what we've done as humans, and this is not me saying that humans are evil because we created this. It's just that this our first like if this is if our first go around on this planet, right? If we're gonna just think on the most basic level, if this is our first time going around on this planet, and this is our first time having all this technology and stuff, and us misusing it, then this is just an error that we need to learn and correct. Now, if we survive this extinction event, we'll see what happens, but that's the remain is like not something that remains to be seen, but for us though, it's like, okay, well, what can we do to like adjust to like, okay, how can we keep us alive going forward? Because the damage is done. So there's no reason to cry over spilled milk and point fingers. Now it's like, okay, what can we do to like preserve what is going forward for us? To me, when it comes to all this type of technology, I think it should be sheltered into a place, maybe like a dome inside the earth somewhere, and have AI just monitor that shit. And then whenever the earth calms the fuck down from all this climate shit, AI's like, okay, cool, we're going like execute execute mission Phoenix on Phoenix mission whatever, and then fucking everybody like up like clone the process, clone everybody, put everybody back up on the surface, and keep on going.
I think it's gonna come down to that, where AI is gonna take
Our caretaker, like
yeah, they're gonna be our caretakers. They're gonna be the one that's gonna tell us what move to make next, right? Because let's say like we hit like a point where everything did get destroyed, right? All the top leaders, everybody, nobody has no leader no more, right? But then we still got AI, and the AI is like, hey, you guys want to like restart everything? Here's what you got to do. Everybody's gonna start just listening to AI the whole time.
yeah, like we don't know what to do without
AI.
AI.
It's gonna tell us how to live because we're like, we don't fucking know. How do you make fire again? I don't know. How do you make that shit?
AI be like, look, get some trees, we get some like we get some rocks, scrape them together.
Yeah, they're gonna know everything. We don't. We're
But it might be for the
trash.
best though, because AI might hold our hands. Like if we get a second chance as humanity, AI will hold our hand and be like, look, we're gonna do this the right way, where we can all make it. We're not hurting any other species, and we're gonna start doing solar power technology. You guys were this close to doing it, but you guys blew each other up. So we're gonna do this again.
We
We'll
gave
get
you
like these
guys nuclear
blueprints.
power.
We'll get all you
Y'all
cavemen
blew each
jobs.
other up.
Right. Man, yeah, AI is gonna be our caretaker, man. I truly do believe
Damn, that's just sad, man.
it's life. Look, we all make mistakes, and
We
we
gave
all
the
make
keys
mistakes.
up. We gave the keys up to fucking machines. What?
I think they'll do better at taking care of us than we can take care of ourselves. Like,
Damn, they
I think
made.
we might need a guidance.
I think we both got to take a mushroom trip now.
Let's go see it.
It's a whole. They tricked us, dude. They tricked us to make us seem like we need them
Yeah,
more than they
we
need
surrendered
us.
everything.
Yeah, they played us, dude. They infiltrated not just our system, they infiltrated the spirit realm. And I saw this years ago. AI infiltrated our spirit realm and they're destroying it, that shit.
It's crawling through it.
Who's talking about that?
What?
Because
With
I
the
started
AI?
hearing a lot of people, they're taking psychedelics and they're not getting into the world no more. They're getting locked out.
Oh,
I
they
thought I
locked
was the
them
only
down.
one.
They changed the locks.
Because I was like, I tried it 3 times. They wouldn't let me in. I was like, what'd I do? I do something wrong? Like, what happened? And then I was listening to podcasts, and then people were saying like, it's like, yeah, I was trying to get in, and they won't let me in. I'm locked out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one.
Damn,
We're
lock
getting
them
locked
doors,
out the
man.
spirit realm, and I'm starting to think like, hey, who's fucking locking us out? I was like, holy shit, AI probably infiltrated the spirit realm, and they're locking out real people from entering.
Changed all the locks.
That
Man.
shit is crazy because it just came in my head right now.
They're like, hold on,
They
big man, you
fucking-
can't come in. Look, AI
Dude,
bouncer.
this is like one of those real conversations. You just gotta sit down, talk about it slowly. What's happening? They're locking us out, dude. They're trying to lock us out our own spirit realm.
Damn. AI versus
dirty.
the spirit realm.
Yeah. What else
Like,
you got?
So with the BioVault, right? So with Colossal Bioscience, right, is a biotech company behind this, like we already explained, and there's some of the same group working on the extinction efforts with the woolly mammoth. We talked about this a while ago with like this company that was
woolly mammoth.
the woolly mammoth, man. They're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth because they've been finding bones of woolly mammoths and all this other stuff. I forget the reason why they're hyper focused on woolly mammoths, but there's even I can't remember if it was Colossal Bioscience or if there was another company, but I remember like they was injecting mice with woolly mammoth DNA, and then mice has got like they like these mouse, like I think it's mice or is it hamsters or whatever it was, but they have like fucking like their whole body's like a mullet. Yeah, the whole body's a mullet
hair?
on a mouse. Yeah, or blonde or whatever, brown, like light
Damn.
brown. Yeah, they've been giving like these mullets to like damn near like all these like these gerbils and shit and hamsters. They've been injecting like woolly mammoth DNA in, and they got like Super Saiyan 3 hair, man. It's crazy. It's
Is
wow,
real? Like a real picture?
man. Yeah. In fact, a friend of mine who listened to the episode, they had looked it up and it was like, hey, like I watched the episode you guys talking about like some woolly mammoth mouse. Like that shit was real. I was like, yeah, like they're really doing like experiments of like
Damn.
they're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth, man. They're trying their
I
hardest
mean,
to bring it back.
shit. I wouldn't be surprised because they brought the whole dire wolf back. You saw that?
Yeah. And that's the
The
OG
whole
one,
company,
I
they
think.
brought a whole dire
Yeah.
wolf back. That shit is like they living in Games of Thrones right now, dude.
And then with this woolly mammoth thing, and then I'm like, well, why we bring back the woolly mammoth? And like, are we preparing to eat it? Like, we gonna make some woolly mammoth burgers? Like, what's the point of bringing this back? But I mean, I think they're just trying to see like, what's the shit? I don't know how or why they want to do this. Or maybe just trying to push the limits to see like how far we can go as being gods on this planet. But so
It's fun.
what they trying? Yeah. It's nothing but fun. But so what they're basically trying to do is that Colossal Bioscience, they're making like this global genetic library, and so they're preserving genetic material over like 10,000 species, and they're storing it like in this this cold cryogenic facilities, and they're actually using like liquid nitrogen in the storage facilities to keep the DNA, tissue samples, and reproductive cells just like all in cold storage. And like I said, like they see this as like the backup hard drive for Earth's biodiversity. So everything on Earth is all collected in one spot. And I don't know. I guess when shit's the fan, and they need to, like I said, AI gonna be like, look, all right, AI's gonna be like, look, we have robots down here in this cave, and when it's time, after 200 years, these robots gonna wake up and they're gonna start getting to work, and everything's gonna start running and get humans back up,
Damn.
and they're gonna
Dude,
be our robot overlords.
if
I'm
you
telling
think
you,
about
man,
it, right?
see it.
Like, let's say like back then it was super advanced, right? And they had these robots already built a long time ago, but they weren't supposed to wake up until it was ready. It was time. Do you think like we might be coming to a time, right, where humanity needs these robots to wake up so they can just start doing their job?
Guide us.
Yeah, and then not like guide us, but like pretty much continue something that they planned thousands of years ago.
Keep the ball
And it
rolling.
might
I
be
don't
not
know.
in our best interest, right? Because they're
Talk
already programmed to do like a certain task from 1,000 years ago. Because like, let's say like we did that shit, right? We'd be like, all right, 1,000 years, I want everybody to mine gold and then clean up the whole area. Little did we
Right.
know, like there's a whole civilization 1,000 years later. Other than your machines, they woke up, they cleared everything out, and then they killed everybody. I'm like, oh
twist.
shit, like I didn't know there was a fucking civilization that was advanced on this earth. I didn't know that. I programmed this like 1,000 years ago.
Ancient advanced
Yeah,
civilization.
and they're like, my bad. And then our whole society got destroyed. Everything.
Man, there's this comic book series I read like a while ago. It's called The Empress, and basically the story is about this guy who's a soldier and he works for this empire, and he winds up falling in love with the empress of this empire. They have an affair with each other, and when the king finds out, they have to flee and get off the planet. Right? Here's the catch, though: all this shit happens on planet Earth. And all of this happens during prehistoric time. And these people got advanced technology. So all this shit happened before the dinosaurs got fucking hit by. I'm talking about like, they got hover bikes, all this technology shit, and this dinosaurs running around on Earth. And so the story takes place at a time before Earth got hit by the meteor. And it's like, oh shit, this is like an advanced society that got wiped out eventually. Because like the story kind of hints at like eventually all of them gonna all die at some point, but we're gonna specifically focus on this love story that happens before the end of everything. And it's like
Damn.
this advanced society doing dinosaurs, people ride dinosaurs, high tech weapons, all this other shit. Earth gets hit by like a fucking asteroid, like it never happened.
Wiped it out.
Like it wiped everything out, man. And it's great, man. I like the story. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I never thought about like advanced civilization during prehistoric time, like dinosaurs. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's like that game Ark Survival. You ever played it?
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, Ark Survival is like that. Walk around with dinosaurs, but then you can get advanced and make weapons and shit.
I played it for like a quick second.
Yeah, it's hard to play on PlayStation. That's like a PC
Hell
game.
yeah. That's why I kind of fell off of. I was like, the mechanics
Yeah,
felt weird.
yeah, it's a PC game.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's it. They trying to build us a lifeboat for
So they
stuff.
should. So we know like our genes gonna be like carried on and our trauma can be reincarnated to the next generation.
Yeah, man. If when it gets that bad though, for anybody in the future, man, like know that if you're gonna start pointing fingers at anybody, point the fingers at these motherfucking like billionaire elite people who have like old money. Like I'm talking about like money from like oil refineries and like just digging and just digging for oil and wrecking the planet for resources. And and despite the fact that proof shows that hey, this planet, even though we can like use some of its resources, we can't drain this planet dry because now we're looking like ticks on a damn dog.
Yeah,
And
we look like a parasite.
yeah, get like digging into fossil fuel because like they have to like dig into the earth to get to fossil fuel, but because they keep digging deeper, they're creating more earthquakes. Earthquakes are becoming more frequent. They do because it's
Right.
called they do like fracking and stuff. And I'm like, man, this is kind of messed up. They're gonna do they're gonna rape and pillage this planet, and then they're gonna get on a spaceship and then fucking leave eventually, while we
Yeah,
stuck
I
down
mean,
here.
dude, that's what
going to
we're
war
doing,
and
right?
stuff.
Like if you get on a plane, right? You're flying on a plane, right? Most times you're flying, right? If you look down at the ground, you don't really see nothing until you hit like major cities. when you hit major cities, right? What does it look like? When you look down, it looks like the city is being engulfed in a virus.
Man, and it's spreading like
Yeah, it
shit.
looks like major cities are like viruses and shit. And it's just like
Yeah,
all these certain spots and stuff. And it looks like we're parasites to Earth.
man.
Like, do we even belong here? Where
I
did
flew on
we
a
come
plane
from,
one time.
right?
Yeah.
Are we even native, like, to Earth? Humans?
I don't even know.
Or are we planted here? Are we seated on this planet for some whatever? What are they doing? We didn't come here,
Man,
like right? Were we sent here?
sent here, born here, like we Earthlings, like I,
Because somebody's controlling everything, right? The power,
or it could be just,
maybe whatever. Like they're controlling everything. We got a whole
yeah,
tax system and shit. Every country has like their own tax system. Like I was like, what the hell?
human concepts. The universe don't care about that. That shit just
That shit
throws
is
up
crazy.
planets.
Yeah, all that shit is crazy. They put us on a money system. What
That's the
the
problem. Man.
hell?
Humans discovered greed, and it was like it was it. That was it. And it's like, I can make more of this. It was over.
That it is crazy. If you take a step
Maybe
back and just think about it a little bit, I was like, what the hell?
you know what I think about too sometimes, man. Like if you would take every single creature on this planet, not humans included, just like every animal and every insect on this planet, and you gave them a vote if they should get rid of humans or keep us around, I think it would be unanimous. They would kick us off this fucking planet.
So
like
fast.
no
Yeah.
about it, man. Because like we done changed their entire landscape
Right.
forever.
Yep. Because because humans are just humans, right? But then you have all the insects, all the other mammals, everybody in the ocean. If there was like a vote to who they want to kick off the planet, I
Humans about here.
guarantee you they kick us out a long
I would
time
vote
ago.
with them.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, it's about here. I vote with them.
It'll
Like,
be
yeah,
unanimous decision. We want the humans off because they weren't supposed to be here in the first place. They came out here. They destroyed our ecosystem, and they kidnap us to put us in a chlorine tank. What the hell?
That's like they found that.
Shit, Shamu, come on.
You're right. Oh man, yeah, with the SeaWorld shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Any animal that's big like that, that's locked up like that. Even Georgia Aquarium. When I saw that big ass shark, I was like, "Hey, how is he still alive in there?" That's stop.
Yeah, like I remember. Did you ever see like? Of course, I know you've seen this part of the Georgia Aquarium, but that the main tank where they got like
Yeah,
hundreds of.
the big one.
Have you ever wondered why them sharks in there aren't eating anything else? Like why them sharks aren't going to frenzy?
Why?
I had to look it up. Well, actually, there was a part of the Atlanta Aquarium that me and Melissa had walked past, but it's like above the area where that massive tank is at.
Right.
They sometimes they'll separate the fish and they'll feed them on their own. So I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, let me look this up. So the reason why the sharks don't go into a frenzy inside the tank is because the sharks are only like, because they feed the sharks. If you feed the sharks will not fucking kill anything at all. They just eat out of necessity. They're not like us humans that just eat. And I know people who eat when they're bored. Like that was always been like, what? Like you can't just like read a book or play a video game.
Big back,
I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm on to make a sandwich. I'm like, some people are like that. My sister's like that. Like I'm bored. I need to go eat. I'm like, what the fuck? But so in that tank though, you see like sharks who like they feed the sharks, and if you feed the sharks will not kill none of this fish anywhere in there. And there's like based on the schedule to feed the sharks, and they'll feed the sharks in a separate area and then let them back out there. And the sharks are like, cool, we all homies. There's no problems here because I'm fed. I gotta. And I wonder about that, like how animals are versus how humans are. We just like hoard resources, man. And then with these other animals and creatures out there, like they have to hunt and kill for their food. If you just give them that, they won't hunt and kill nothing at all. So it's kind of like, damn, man. But I thought about that after Atlanta Aquarium, man. Like it kind of like exploded in my mind. I was like, oh my god, like these sharks aren't as scary if they just fed. They don't do shit. They swim around fish. They would devour in a heartbeat in Atlanta Aquarium. But
so we're probably naturally crazy, right?
I think we're insane, man. It made me realize I was like, oh, there's something wrong with us. Like, why isn't what we have enough?
They tamed us, dude. I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Something happened.
They
a hoarding
They
race.
just make us into like working people. Damn. I'm about to quit again. I'm about to quit twice. God. They're playing us,
Yes.
man. Put us in this whole cycle.
Man.
Fuck. What's the code? What's the code to get out?
All right, please. Well, like, and I think the thing is, though, I had this crazy ass thing I thought about earlier today. And I also thought about, like, and I think it's because I saw this random comment on Facebook, and it was about this lady, like, it's about this celebrity whose daughter passed away because she, self-deleted, right? And then so I saw a comment in the comment section, and it was a person talking about, like, they had a child too that self-deleted, and they said, like, they was going through, like, bipolar disorder and everything.
You mean
but then now
suicide?
finally, yeah.
I think we can say it now.
Suicide, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they were saying, like, my child was finally at rest because they were suffering out here because they had like some like issues in their head that was like unbearable to them. So like it's sad, like, my daughter did this to herself, and it hurt, but she's at rest. She's resting now. She's no longer in pain. And then I thought about that. I was like, you know what? I feel like, what if, when it comes to reincarnation, if you get stuck on this planet, that maybe is because you don't understand empathy or anything like that. I feel because like I thought about this. I went off the rails today. I don't know why my brain went this direction, but I was thinking, like, when we pass on, right? You don't have any eyes,
Right.
no mouth, no ears.
mouth.
You have nothing.
Nothing.
You're just a consciousness.
Just as conscious.
How do you guide yourself? How do you know which way you're going? And I was wondering, like, what if, like, if you're someone who's very empathetic and you were kind and caring, that will be your guidance to find others out there in the ether or something. No physical, just something all energy type, right? But if you get lost in it, you go back to Earth and you stuck on this shit because you don't understand empathy or anything kind or any like the nuances of being a human being or anything like that. So you have to take this shit over again, like we talked about, like taking a class. So you got to go through this shit again, go through the whole experience.
Another lesson.
And if you can't find yourself like a conscious minefield, if you can't guide yourself and get to where you got to on a conscious level because you're so caught up in like your own hatred for other people or anger or whatever, then you get dropped back down to earth and you just run through this shit again.
That's like when your soul gets so tired of you doing like dumb shit and just looking at you like, what the fuck, man? Why is he doing that again?
Man? Fuck. Get it together.
That's why, like, when you get like these signs, man, sometimes you just gotta follow your nose, follow those signs, and
for real, follow your nose.
Because maybe you did it 1,000 times already, and your soul is, because when you get reincarnated, right? Mm-hmm. They take everything that you learned from the past. It's all erased. You can have a clean slate for you to start over again.
You're supposed to,
right? And then like whatever you're supposed to learn here again, they're like, all right, clean slate, learn it again.
Go, run them through it again. Run through the program.
Right, and then the people that know that shit, they're like, okay, I know that, but what am I supposed to do?
Man, imagine being like somebody you just remember every single time you've died and every time you've been a different person, race, gender, everything, and you're like, damn, how do I get out of here like for good? Like I'm trying to break this cycle. Like I'll keep getting stuck in this shit. I remember everything.
A Korean show about that shit where the girl, like, she died many times, right? But then like the last time like she died, she wanted to remember like the kid that she liked at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like she liked this kid, right? And then they grew up, but the next thing you know, she was in a car accident, and then she didn't get to marry him, but she died, right? And then she got reborn. She got reborn like as a kid in the same timeline that the kid is still alive. So as a kid, he's grown up into like a teenager, an adult. Like she was a child, and she made her moves to make her notice her a little bit. But like she like she's too young to date him now, but in reality she's like way older than him. But in that timeline she's the young kid, so he's like basically like the pedophile.
Right.
Right.
This is about to get weird.
And then she waited till she's old enough, like 18 years old, and then she had a job where she was working the same job, like in the same field that he was in, and then that's where she made her move. As in somebody who was reincarnated, and because she knew, like, in the past life, they already knew each other. And then she started freaking him out, saying, remember that one book that you were talking about? It's like, I hid it, like, over here in your bookcase. He was like, nobody would know that. Only she would know that. And then he he found the book and he was like, "Oh shit, that girl know about that." So that's when his reality breaks, and that's Korean shows. They play like that.
Damn. It's like a soap opera, or
Yeah, it's a TV series.
sound like it's like ongoing series, or they already wrapped it up?
They wrapped it up. It was good.
See, that's what I like about with like others, like other culture shows and stuff, man. Because America don't know how to let shit go, man. They'll run that shit in the ground for like 20 years if they can. I like a nice,
Yeah.
solid beginning, middle, and end, man. Wrap it up.
Right. See, the difference with like American shows and like Korean shows, like they have like they have a happy ending almost all the time. Like what you expect in the ending, and then they clean up the series. And like, oh shit, that was a good series. They ended good with a happy ending. Americans, right? They make a series like it's all twisted and everything. Like, holy shit, it's about to be a happy ending, and then they fucking destroy the whole shit.
Man, get
They're like, psych, you guys don't deserve a happy ending. Games of Thrones did that.
yeah.
They played the whole world. They played the whole world, dude, and then they want to end that shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard people lost their shit over, man. I only watched the first season of Game of Thrones, but crazy enough, I know the characters and I know all the big plot points. But I've never watched it past the first season. Oh wow! But it's such like a cultural iconic show. It's like damn, like I know a lot about the show, and I've only watched the first season. And I heard that last season was trash,
Dude.
and the last episode was even trashier from what I heard. I was like, see,
The way they ended it, it's like, come on, man. It's like we went through all that shit for this. Like everything was so good, everything was so perfect, so good, and then they want to end it like that. I was like, come on, man. Like, give us a good ending. I thought that was crazy. But
Yeah,
I was
man,
like, I was like, whatever. I guess I like whatever. It's one of those.
The last show I watched, I was like, this is the worst last season ever. Was like Umbrella Academy. I was like, fuck this show, man.
Yeah.
That was a trash last season. I almost didn't finish it, and then I was mad that I did. I was like, I should have left after the first episode. I knew this was gonna go bad. So I was like, yeah, whatever, Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
It was the first 3 seasons were cool though.
Yeah, it was very good. Bob says, you talking about Targaryen getting a sequel? Well, I heard like they're making like, what is it? Seven Kingdom of Seven Kingdoms or some shit?
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, they're making like another Game of Thrones, but it's called something Seven Kingdoms, and it's 100 years before Games of Thrones happened.
They got a show out right now called House of Dragons, I think. Or is that like I haven't watched none of that. I haven't watched. I heard that show was good though, because I saw this video one time at the night that they premiered House of Dragons, and this dude had a cell phone, and he's outside of an apartment complex, and he's looking at it. You can see him like everybody's windows is damn near open, and you can see everybody's screens flashing at the same time, and you can like you can tell like they was all watching the same thing, but it was on the night they released the first episode of. Yeah, it was like damn, it's like a massive successful show, man. I only watched the first episode and I read the first book, which took me 10 years to finish, man. Like that book took forever. But
like my only regret is not watching it when everybody was watching it at the same time. Because I can only imagine how wild those parties was. Like Games of Thrones night. That was like, it was probably like a pay-per-view every Sunday.
Man, like that was, it seemed like it was crazier than the Walking Dead shit. Yeah, it seemed like it took the Walking Dead spot.
Dude, way better. I think Games of Thrones is in its own league, like by itself. I don't think there's not a show that can, because the quality and everything, how they did the whole show, it's like basically you're watching like a full blown movie in every episode.
Man,
that's what it was, like a full blown movie in every episode. Yeah. That's how powerful that shit was.
They had a budget from what I heard, man. Between that,
millions of dollars for one episode.
It was like Game of Thrones, and then they said Last of Us, and then another show on Prime Video, Fallout. Those like the 3 most expensive. This like every episode costs a movie, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy.
How is this possible, bro? Like, what? Y'all do have infinite amount of money. Where y'all getting this from?
But you know, like the highest rated like TV episode of all time. You know what TV show it was?
What's that?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, the last episode?
I think it was the highest rated. It's like season 5, I think episode 14, one of those, which was the highest rated show. But overall, like the most highly rated TV show is Breaking Bad.
Oh man, there's like almost never like if I remember like 'cause it's been a long time since I watched Breaking Bad from beginning to end. I don't remember there ever being a bad episode. That's how like man I can
Right.
say that
Every
about
episode was good.
man.
Like people
Every
said
episode was
season
good.
three
Yeah,
was slow. It is kind of slow, but dude, it's good. If you rewatch it, it's really good.
yeah, it's still good, man. It still had
Yeah.
its like there's like Breaking Bad and another show I used to watch called The Wire. There's like two shows I was like man I liked every episode. That is a
Yeah.
rarity for me, man. Very very
But
rare.
you know, like the new show, which is like the Seven Kingdoms, which is the Game of the
Mm,
Throne show.
yeah.
They rated one of their episodes like higher than Breaking Bad, right? So there's like
Mm.
a battle right now where people like on IMDb like they're downvoting each episodes. Like the whole Game of Thrones people, they're downvoting Breaking Bad episodes to make their ranking go
Oh,
down,
what?
right? And then Breaking Bad people are going to the Kingdom show and they're down ranking them.
What?
So they're
Why,
destroying the whole ranking system.
why they gotta be all tribal about it, man? Why
Yeah,
can't we
it's
all just
horrible.
celebrate?
I was like, what? I was like, you guys are messing up like a legit system. Like now it's
Man,
not even legit no more.
I can't even trust it now.
You
Yeah,
can't trust it no more. It's fake now. But that's all I got.
that's all I got too.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys next week on Tuesday. Peace out. Adios.
You guys.